Hi and welcome to the Tyler's Tools video channel. In this video I'd like to show you the correct way to get long parallel cuts on the Zoe and Pikus saw using the long counter square. Many people ask me, why is the saw not cutting straight cuts? It will be cutting straight cuts, you just need to make sure that you set everything up correctly. So I'll try to explain what could be going wrong and how to put it right. Tiles are made in two different ways. Firstly, they are dust pressed. Secondly, they are rectified. With the dust pressed tile, the clay comes down from the hopper, drops into a mould, is pressed and then removed from that tray. The walls of the tray have to be cambered to allow the tile to be lifted out without damage. Sometimes, because the presses become old, the cambers can vary on the sides of the tiles, hence the reason they are slightly unsquare on the underside. The rectified tiles are made as a large slab and then are cut to size using either water jet or a saw of this nature, a big commercial saw. Sometimes when you're rectifying the tiles, you can create a problem where the water jet comes out and can leave a little nib at the end of the cut. So here you'll see the striations from the water, and where it's finished the cut, it's left a little tiny nib. This is a particularly bad one, but nevertheless can make a big difference when you're trying to cut a parallel tile. So for the purpose of this demonstration, I've put a little piece of white card here, which will show you in a close-up. And I'm going to use the normal square on the saw. So what I've got here is the normal square, and I'm going to put a 1mm spacer in this side on the tile to represent a blemish on the edge of the tile. So by replicating a pimple or a blemish on the tile here, or even something that's against the stop, maybe a little chip of tile or something, we've transferred the irregularity all the way down the bed, and I'm going to put another pencil mark here now and expose exactly how much outer square that will be. So you see the two lines. We thought it was square, but it's not. So 1mm there has transferred to 4mm here. So you won't get a square cut or a parallel cut from a square baseline if the tile is incorrect. So now I've shown you what can go wrong at the baseline, creating an unparalleled cut. I'll show you, using the extension side square, how to achieve those long parallel cuts. We put the apparatus on the side of the saw simply by putting the wing nuts in there in the locators on the side of the machine. And then what we do is we put our tile on the bed. So if you want a strip of tile perfectly parallel, say for instance 175, you bring the side square in to somewhere near her out and you measure the inside of the blade and you bring this in and lock it down. You then bring the blade to the other end of the saw and the parallel square, and you check the same dimension to the inside of the blade at this point. Adjust if necessary, bring the stop in and lock down. When you do your cut, you push the tile to the side stop and come all the way through the tile That will then be parallel, the blade will be parallel to the side stop, and your cuts will be perfect. So to sum up, for long parallel cuts, always use the extension side square. Understand the material you're working with and check for irregularities. The blade, 99 times out of 100, runs perfectly sweet with the rail, and you should be able to achieve these cuts using the correct equipment quite simply. I hope that the tips and the demonstration I've given you today will be helpful. If it has been and you liked our videos, please press the subscribe button. And if you want to leave any comments of any other videos that we might be able to help you with in the future, we'd always welcome those. So, catch you later guys.